Great ideas there, Amit. Where is this going? I mean, I know the world's changing phenomenally fast. We are at an age where it's becoming tricky to provide guidance to children on what they should skill up on, and should they spend 4 years skilling up on that, because by the time they reach the fourth year, it may become obsolete. So, given that background, where do you see, identity going, specifically in the cloud era?
In IAM space, the major change will come in first one area, which is passwordless, which I will
Yeah, for
say
sure. Yeah.
password is gonna, and I wish that they gonna fade, and they are towards that mode, which they are fading out. Initially, I used to remember how many password I had, like I had password for 100 application, 150, 250 application, but now I can't even keep a count of how many websites or an application I know their passwords for. And I don't anymore no remember even password. I use tools, don't want to name it, but I use multiple tools to kind of keep my workforce password secure in, and even for my personal password secure. Now why I'm saying that that will be even bigger problem and need to be solved is, and will be solved, I think, is we talked about how the multi-cloud came in, and now if you look at with AI how fast you can build a website or spin up any application. Even in many cases you can spin up in an website within a day or even couple of hours, and where users are being authenticating towards that application or a website. So if they are entering the user and ID and then password is still, so imagine number of application which has grown. Take your web, just not web application, now there are applications on your cell phone which has grown significantly, not in one area. Like some applications are just not in Windows or Mac OS, but also compatible to your iPhone and Androids. So it is increasing super fast, and we need to kind of move towards get a solution where we don't have to have passwords. Because I'm for sure if we don't have a passwordless in next 5 years, it will not be easy for any individual to manage passwords by their by themselves. So I think that is the one area which will be coming. And second, as we little bit touched about the machine identities, they will explode as well because of these faster pace of new applications coming along, new uh, products coming along. Specifically, I think this will be a significant growth in non-human identities like APIs, your service account, workloads, AI agents. They will significantly outnumber humans with a wide margin. Yes, in the previous, when we started, I will say many years back as an IT, humans were outnumbering the machine identities, but it has already outnumbered, and but it will be with a significant margin. So there will be a shift, I will say, in the solution IAM industry is providing, how to manage human, non-human identities from a single solution standpoint, where organization can have a single pane of view or a centralized view of all their identities. Also, automated policy-driven decision making, who will need access, just-in-time access kind of mode at particular time, that will become more prominent, and AI will help in making some of those decisions, and also helping in least privilege enforcement because of the data which any organization is collecting. The reason I'm touching on that point, because I've been into healthcare industry. I was like listening to many other when I was on the other side of the house, that healthcare is working on, and even many other organization is working and churning data super fast, that they are trying to reduce their any healthcare product release cycle or a medicine release cycle to just 2 to 3 years, where it used to take previously 5 to 10 years. Same with, as I said, like any other industry, be it IT itself, we are churning data so fast that we are able to make decisions quickly on that. That will also help in compliance and governance, and that compliance and governance will also play a critical role. And I think it will become more and more primary source. IAM will become a primary source for audit evidence, and right now it is, but it will be as a center. I think down the line the product will provide a centralized pane, where everyone can see that how who has access and take compliance decisions, be it removing the access, and those removal for the access will be autonomous decision without involving a human intervention as well. So I think these are the, I can go, I'm very passionate about this topic, what can be the future, and I'm myself as well watching a lot of these some podcast and video casts from my other friend colleagues and even other in the industry, and it's tremendous growth in IAM I'm seeing, and so organization has to kind of adapt or be pretty much fast in learning all these concepts as well.
Sure. So excellent points, and I'm sure if we spoke for 30 minutes more, we'll have plenty of more things to discuss. Just to summarize, so the bets that you're placing on for the next few years is passwordless authentication is definitely a thing. I definitely see that happening to not just convenience, but really makes it securer. And it's a good example of how you make our industry secure by eliminating a complete attack surface itself. I mean, so
Yeah.
if you have the attack surface, you need to protect it. If you eliminate it, the one less thing to worry about. I think the second thing that you spoke about was machine identity explosion, which is definitely there. So our ability to manage that life cycle needs to get better. And it needs to be faster because that's the pace at which machine identities are needed, right? They get spawned quickly, they get destroyed quickly, they get utilized very quickly,
Yeah.
and they are very powerful very quickly. So you have to be careful. Third, of course, was how many decisions can you automate, or at the risk of using a buzzword, use AI to assist in decision making. I think we've seen over the years some of that happen, in access certification sometimes, where some products have tried to classify a certain access as safe to certify because that's what other users with similar access have also done, and so on and so forth. But as transaction volume increases, the need to automate this decision making would also uh, increase. And again, my recommendation would be that should happen on a risk based model. So lower risk can be automated, higher risk requires manual intervention and information. Excellent. That is an exciting future to look forward to. And Amit, I'm excited that you and I will be building that future together along with this amazing industry that we have. Thanks everybody for joining in. Thanks so much, Amit, sharing your thoughts. Any parting thoughts?
I will say, uh, keep your focus on, and if you are not focused or your organization is not focused on identity and access management, start looking into it because that will play a critical and pivotal role in your success for your organization. Doesn't matter which industry your organization belongs to, this will be the core backbone of every infrastructure, not just for IT infrastructure.
Awesome. Great thoughts. Thanks again, Amit, and
Thank you.
thanks to thanks to everybody who tuned in.